The entire world has been watching the developments in Japan with tremendous sorrow and obviously deep concern. And naturally, there's great focus right now on issues related to nuclear safety. Joining us now from Moscow with more on that is our senior international correspondent, Matthew Chance. And Matthew, been talking to the International Atomic Energy Agency about this ongoing crisis in Fukushima. Latest news that another reactor is overheating, and that makes it the third one at Fukushima. What have you been hearing from your people at the IAEA?
Well, the IAEA aren't necessarily the quickest with information about what the developments are on the ground. That's very much coming from the Japanese nuclear authorities. But there's a trust problem with the Japanese. Many people in Japan know that officials there have underplayed the significance of nuclear accidents in the past, and they're worried the same may be true this time. And so the UN's nuclear watchdog agency is fulfilling this role of giving accurate, verified information. It's been giving us some more information within the past few hours about further details about that second explosion at the Fukushima reactor. It says it took place at 11 o'clock in the morning local time in Japan and was caused by a buildup of hydrogen gas in the reactor building. But the agency confirms that the primary containment vessel, the area where the actual nuclear fuel is stored, was not damaged by that explosion. So that's been a point of major concern. So it's good that the IAEA say that they verified that containment vessel has not been damaged. They did say, though, that 6 people in that blast were injured. There's been a lot of concern, obviously, on the ground, particularly in the exclusion area around the reactor, but also in Japan generally, as well as the wider world, about what the effect of these explosions are. The IAEA has some information on that. It's saying that the measurements of radiation at various points around the Fukushima plant are said to be normal at the moment. And so they're apparently agreeing with the Japanese nuclear officials on the ground there that this is not causing, at the moment, a major problem with nuclear contamination, Andrew.
It's interesting because, as you say, this tallies with what the Japanese have been telling the media, Matthew, but there is an issue about trust there. Is the IAEA, does it feel like it has to put pressure on the Japanese authorities to actually get this information out? Or are they finding the cooperation is quite easy?
It's difficult to say. I mean, it seems that there is a free flow of information between the Japanese nuclear officials on the ground, the experts in the field actually dealing with this, and the IAEA team of experts that are based in their Vienna headquarters. They also have experts on the ground in Japan as well. But what the IAEA are doing is they're taking the information they're getting from the Nuclear and Industrial Safety Agency, as it's called in Japan. They're verifying it themselves through their own channels, their own network of experts, and then putting it out as verified information. They're also, Andrew, saying that they are prepared and are in a good position, in fact, to offer additional expertise to the Japanese nuclear officials who are on the ground, field engineers, nuclear experts, who could perhaps give their expertise in trying to bring this nuclear situation under control. But so far, according to IAEA officials that I've spoken to, no requests from Japan for extra help in that regard have been given.